Nikola Jokic is undoubtedly the best player in the NBA today, as he continues his sheer dominance in both the regular season and the playoffs. After averaging 25, 12, and 10 in the regular season and finishing as the MVP runner-up, Jokic has seemingly taken his game to another level in the playoffs. In fact, if Jokic were to win a championship this season, it could ultimately go down as one of the greatest playoff runs in NBA history. Jokic is simply in a league of his own right now, and is putting up historic numbers when it matters the most. Now, diving into his playoff dominance, Jokic has been absolutely unstoppable on offense due to his elite playmaking and scoring abilities. He is averaging 10 assists in the playoffs, which leads all players, as he is able to facilitate the offense like a point guard. Not only is he the best passing center in the NBA today, but he is the best passing center of all time. His ability to operate as a point guard makes the Nuggets offense extremely potent. Jokic can push the ball in transition, which opens up the floor and allows for an amazing transition offense. It is also extremely difficult to double team Jokic because of his incredible passing. But you also just can't leave any player in the league one-on-one versus Jokic because of his strength in the post, which allows him to almost get whatever shot he wants. He is also a 3-level threat, meaning he can score from the paint, mid-range, and 3-point line with good efficiency. So essentially, Jokic is unstoppable on the offensive end regardless, and his playoff performances only prove how dominant he can be on the offensive end. No, he's not completely terrorizing opponents like Shaq, but it is without question that Jokic has been the best overall offensive player in the playoffs. He averaged 26, 12, and 9 in round 1 to beat the Timberwolves in 5, but this was only the beginning of his terrific playoff run. He obliterated the Suns in the very next round, averaging 35, 13, and 10 on 66% true shooting. This would go down as one of the best playoff series from a player in NBA history, as he posted a 53-point game, averaged a triple-double, and won the series in 6 games against an all-time great in Kevin Durant. His dominance is still not over, as through the first 2 games against the Lakers in the conference finals, he is averaging 29 points, 19 rebounds, and 13 assists on 65% true shooting. His team is also up 2-0 in the series, which is another huge factor as to why Jokic is the best in the world. Not only does he dominate, but his incredible stats are not empty stats as they lead to wins. The Nuggets were the 1 seed in the West and continued to roll through the playoffs with relative ease. In fact, Jokic is arguably the most impactful player in these playoffs, and the stats back it up. Jokic has the highest win shares, value over replacement player, and box plus minus in the playoffs, and is not even remotely close. Although I'm not the biggest advanced stats guy, the advanced stats clearly show that the Nuggets are not only much better when he is on the court, but he is in a league of his own in terms of impact. Being the best player on the best team while having the stats to back it up show that Jokic is in fact the best player in the world. Now, many will bring up Jokic's defense as an argument for why he isn't the best. No, Jokic is not an elite defender like Kawhi or Giannis, but he could be classified as a good defender. Depending on certain situations, Jokic can appear to be really good or really bad on the defensive end. He is rather slow on the ball and is not a great rim protector, but he does have great hands and high IQ, and he is also one of, if not the best defensive rebounder. So Jokic has not to be an elite defender to make his presence felt, especially since he is so dominant on the offensive end. Regardless, his overall versatility and impact puts him above any other player in the league. Now, as a 2-time MVP, fans are starting to consider the Joker as one of the all-time great centers. If he is able to win a championship and win a Finals MVP, Jokic could certainly make a case for being one of the best centers of all time. He is not only the best player in the NBA today, but he is also the most versatile offensive center of all time. It will be interesting to see if Jokic can finish this historic playoff run with a ring. But until then, I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take it easy.